this reading right now. Kind of like my reading this morning about the soul kind of made me really kind of like really want to get with this whole program, you know? So let me see if I can get you guys up here so I can, there we go. There it is. So here we are. So if you guys want to chat about this, we can, but I kind of feel like it's important because these are the energy fields, you know, that run all the way down our body. And it's how our higher self gets a hold of us, right? So the solar plexus is, you know, it's a couple inches above the belly button, right? It's yellow. The element of it is fire. It's sun energy, right? And it's all about how you identify yourself. So this area, this solar plexus is the body's powerhouse. When it's opened and aligned, energy flows smooth. If it becomes blocked, you feel powerless, stagnant, or quick to anger. It's directly linked to the sense of self, self-esteem, sense of purpose, personal identity, individual will, your digestion, and your metabolism. So, if you have a blockage in this area, there's physical and mental like things to look for. It's just to like tell you that this is out of whack, right? It could be digestive issues, improper processing of nutrients. It could be constipation, irritable bowel syndrome, eating disorders, ulcers, diabetes, issues with the pancreas, liver disease, colon diseases. The mental signs of blockage are difficulty in skillful expression. You might feel aggressive, overly rigid, controlling, quick to anger, victim mentality, neediness, lack of direction, feeling afraid and lack of courage, poor self-esteem, and feeling stuck. When your solar plexus is aligned, you're comfortable with your own power and you become empowered. You'll have a sense of who you truly are and why you're here. When you connect with your purpose, you gain deep understanding about how you contribute to the worldwide humanity, right? In a beneficial way. And when it's aligned, you'll let go of things that just don't serve you anymore, like worrying about how much money you got in the bank, a shitty job, you know, like a job you don't enjoy. Like, I'm not saying these things don't have value, they do. But if you overvalue anything that is subject to change, it leads to suffering. So if you have too much value on something like money, and, you know, I mean, anything can happen with that. You know, anything can happen with your money. So if that's really the core of who you are, you know, and that's what you are giving all your power to, it's going to be a suffering thing. Because Spirit says you have inherent value. You need to take the time to investigate it, right? You'll be less dependent on external forces for happiness. How to unblock your solar plexus. Look at fire. Like, light a fire, have a campfire, or put one in your fireplace. I feel like a candle is fire, you know? But like just looking at it, bringing it in, you know? Surrounding yourself with colors of yellows and golds is another thing, right? And repeating positive affirmations. Take deep breaths, try meditation, and work with yellow crystals. This would be like citrine, tiger eye, pyrite, calcite, and clear quartz. You can also use aromatherapy, right? It would be lemon, ginger, peppermint, and sandalwood. Now, in yoga, there's yoga poses for all of the chakras. So I feel like it's important to maybe Google that. I did get a couple of them. There's the warrior pose and sun salutations. and boat pose. So all of those are really good for the solar plexus to open that up. Hi, Erica. Yeah, I'm just talking about the solar plexus today because it's definitely about how this right here is the center of like how we feel about our own self. You know, how what our take on the world is. So, okay, so we got the yoga stuff. I just feel like Google it on YouTube and just write opening chakras, and there are lots and lots of videos that you can open all the chakras at the same time, right? Like just with different poses. So you might look into that. Just Google what works best for you. Um, there's foods you can, it's the color yellow. So you might want to start eating yellow foods like cheese, corn, yellow peppers, peaches, mango, apricots, bananas, pineapples. Those things help that, open that up as well. So that's what I have on the solar plexus. And I also looked up the heart. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it because I feel like 627. I'm going to just write it down. So I'll write it in the description box, you know, where the heart chakra reading begins. Because I kind of feel like, you know, I mean, these are all important chakras, but this heart one is the center. Like it's in between of all seven. You know, there's seven, and so it's in the middle. So it's a connecting. I'll just read it. It's the love center. It's about self-love. It's about love for others. It's about compassion, empathy, and forgiveness. It's air. It's the color green. This chakra is associated with unconditional love, compassion, and joy. It's the source of deep and profound truths that cannot be expressed in words. It's the bridge between the three upper chakras and the three lower chakras, integrating the manifest with the spiritual, right? So it's pretty important. It's an air element. It disperses and integrates spiritual understanding of love, compassion, and everything you encounter. Air, like love, is within and all around us. The heart chakra is green, which represents transformation and love energy. When the heart chakra is in healthy alignment, you'll feel surrounded by love, compassion, joy, and connected to the world around you. You feel open to all life's experiences, and it will feel like any challenge that comes up just flows through you, and they're all resolved with ease. I kind of like that. You know what I mean? We come to challenges every day. It's just like if we had an open heart chakra, we'd be able to resolve them. It allows us to see all the beauty and love around us and truly connect to ourselves, our loved ones, and the natural world. This chakra also helps us direct love back to ourselves, to love and accept ourselves and our bodies. So, so if it's blocked, what you might feel is there's physical and there's mental. So the physical ailments is the heart, the lungs, the chest, the arms, the legs. I mean, the arms and the hands, sorry. When it's in misaligned, you could have poor circulation, high or low blood pressure, bronchial problems like bronchitis. And if it's mentally, here's how it could like manifest: codependency, manipulative behaviors, feeling unworthy, the inability to trust yourself or others. You may isolate excessively. You might feel very lonely. You might hold grudges against people that you love. You might feel jealous, overly defensive, afraid of intimacy. You're either rescuing people or you're a victim. You know, like those are the two mental things. Like, You're either being the rescuer or you're being a victim. And you have a hard time trusting people. How to balance gratitude. Gratitude. Meditate. Drink rose tea. Use affirmations. When it's well balanced, you feel abundance of empathy, compassion, and love. You respect others. It allows you to be who you are instead of trying to conform to others' expectations. I kind of like that part. Hi, free will. Yeah, so it allows you to be who you really are, you know, instead of like trying to be what other people say you should be, right? You embrace your spiritual journey without running from spiritual growth. Acceptance. So you see why this is so hard or so important that these chakras are like aligned and running in working order. Because when they're blocked, they just cause us all kinds of grief. You know what I mean? And kind of like the reading this morning, it's like your higher self, your spirit is just trying to contact you. And they're giving you all these like manifestations, whether it's illness or, you know, like self-doubt or whatever. So it says use the color green, wear green clothing, or put green in your workspace. It mentions plants, like having plants around. Oh man, I am getting sick, you guys. Broccoli, spinach, cucumber, green apples, and say affirmations, right? I deeply, completely love and accept myself. I am wanted and loved. My heart is open to love. I forgive myself. I live in gratitude. So I don't know if you guys are into singing bowls, but I definitely have one here. And it's the letter, it's in the key of B. Okay, so at the bottom they'll tell you what the sound bowl is. There's like, it'll tell you. I did not know anything about that when I bought that. I just wanted one. I was like, oh, this looks like magic. I want it. So the frequencies or the singing bowl that you might need is K. It's the key K, okay? So you might want to look into that if you're feeling like, you know, that is one way to like do that every day. You could use the singing bowl, right? To open your heart chakra. The frequencies, and I see these all the time on YouTube. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'll put stuff on when I'm going to sleep, like I want some kind of meditation, I want good vibration, whatever, right? So it's 341.3 hertz and 528 hertz. Okay, so if you're trying to open your heart chakra, those are the numbers and those are the frequencies that you want to, like, if you're going to put that on your TV before you go to bed, that's where you want to put it if you want to open up your heart. Okay, so there's oils. There's oils we can use, and I have a list: eucalyptus, geranium, jasmine, lavender, mandarin, melissa, orange, pine, rose, rosewood, sandalwood, tangerine, yarrow. The crystals that will help you: rose quartz, aventurine, amazonite. I don't know what that is, but it was in the reading. Malachite and jade. And then again, it's like, just Google for the yoga poses. Like, I just feel like, I don't know if you guys want to do this with me, but man, I'm telling you what, I have all of these symptoms of the blockages. Like, every time I look into it, it just makes me want to cry. You know, like, man, is my soul just like totally being tormented by me? Because I don't want to do the work and open these up so that I can work with it. That's how I'm feeling today. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to add yoga in my daily life. I've done it before, and it always made me feel better. So I'm going to do it, and I hope that, you know, you guys are on board with these, making sure these chakras are open. The other thing I wanted to show you too is something that's really simple, and I don't know if you guys have a pendulum, but it could be any, you can use a pendulum out of anything. You know, you could have like a necklace with a pendant on it that's heavy or whatever. It's just about having something heavy here that's picking up on your vibrations. And this old witch lady taught me this one time when I was at my very first metaphysical fair. And she was the coolest lady ever. Her name's Idris. I've never met a more, you could tell she was just absolutely the most magical person on the planet. Okay, so you put your hand underneath of the pendulum like this way, and then you go through each one of the chakras and you say, Spirit, is my root chakra aligned? Will you please align it? It says yes, and then it does this weird thing, like, you see the circular motion? So it'll go in that circle and it will infuse the root chakra until it is open. It stops going around in circles when it is full. And sometimes it takes a while to like get it full up. But you can do this kind of dowsing on yourself, you know, to like align your chakras. And I kind of feel like it's one of the easier ways. But, you know, there's also the food and the aromatherapy and the yoga poses, you know, opening up those centers, right? So you can do it this way, and you can do every single way. And that's what I'm feeling like when I'm reading this. I'm like, man, especially the morning message this morning really kind of worked on me, because I am that person. I am that person who the soul is going like, I'm fucking tired of this place that you're at. Like, we've been here long enough. And it is all about the chakras. And if they're clear and aligned, we can get the messages from our higher self. And I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like Spirit is calling me to do it. Obviously, they're calling me to talk about it on this channel. And so I feel like there's more than me that's in this predicament, you know, where we're just not really, where we want to be connected in, but we have so much stuff, so much pain that we're letting it, you know, our human is just wanting to just, I don't know, my human is sad and broken, and my soul is like, no, it isn't. Like, will you stop? So anyway, I just thought I would share that with you today. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the chakra. So if you guys are interested in looking at the other, I know it's been a while ago since I've done them, but I did do the root chakra and the sacral chakra, and now we're up to the heart. And then next, I think tomorrow, maybe I'll do the throat chakra. We'll just take those one at a time. And I'll see what I can come up with for information for that. But the heart is really what connects the lower and the upper. So it's pretty important to have them all kind of like free flowing so that we can get the messages from our higher self. Because I can promise you that if we're in a space where we really, our human is just really stuck, I mean, there is a minute where we have to like surrender. But I'm telling you that there's other things that we can do to help ourselves here, you know, and it's clearing out the energy fields so that all the messages can come in. We're meant for greatness. We're meant to love and be loved. We are. And I just feel like, you know, sometimes things happen and we take it to the point where it, honestly, these chakras being blocked can honestly like lead to illness, you know, heart attacks and like lung problems, like for the heart, right? Even the arms and the hands. And I thought about that because, like, remember when I was talking to you today earlier about your hands being magic and like having power in them? It's true. We all have it. We all have it. And if we aren't getting those messages, how are we going to use that power? You know what I mean? If our heart to move us. So I'm just feeling like, don't forget about the gratitude still. You know, like that message came out like a month ago or so. Like it was like before Christmas. So it's been a couple of months, but like keeping a gratitude journal or setting your alarm, trying to stay in the moment, work with that soul. It wants to tell us something. Something big is going on with the energy, and I feel like we just need to be in the highest vibrational form of ourself that is possible, you know? And we all have it. We all have the ability. We do. It's just that it's the stuff in life, you know? And sometimes I kind of feel like that's the whole game of coming here. You know, it is about learning, but can the soul reach the human no matter what happens? Have you ever thought about that? Can the soul actually get the human to do something? Or is the mind the one that's in charge all the time? You know, my mind obviously is pretty much on overdrive. So anyway, all right. Well, I love you guys, and I hope that this helps you. And I hope that you have a splendid day. And I hope that you do something to love each one of those chakras today, or just pick one, you know? Have some spinach for dinner. I don't know. Solar plexus, you know, work in some yellow, orange, red, right? Okay. So that's what I have, and I love you guys, and I sure hope you have a great day. Thanks again for watching, joining, or joining me today, and hitting the like button and all that stuff. I sure appreciate it. I love you.